Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Back with what the and our moves, Turtle. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy after Thanksgiving, almost Cyber Monday. Whatever you guys do. I know I didn't do much. I worked. If you guys are wondering why there's no stream, you will hear me doing that throughout the course of this episode. Not too sure what is the cause of my throat being so raw and sore, other than the fact that I worked yesterday and then ended up hanging out and streaming and recording with War and Armor for 4.5 hours after I got home. And on top of that, I choked on something, and it kind of gave me a bit of a nothing horrible. I wasn't like going to die choking. You swallow something, a little bit of it goes down the wrong way. That's kind of what happened. So, and allergies. So it's just like it's the storm of the century for my upper respiratory and throat. So yeah, I took an allergy pill. I've got a cup of tea sitting here waiting, just steeping and waiting for it to get enjoyed here shortly. So today I decided, instead of doing a live stream, plus I've got a bunch of errands to run, and I just don't want to have to try to cut my day up in half by, things close here early on Sundays, so I've got to get a bunch of things done, like get to the bank, get some groceries, get some stuff done, get some cooking done for next week for work. Because last week was a bit of a wash. I had Wednesday and Thursday off. Ended up getting sick with a stomach bug most of both days, which was really kind of crappy. So I never got out to do my errands and stuff. I ended up just staying in bed most of the time. I did some recording. Was able to maintain some stuff here on the channel, but not a whole lot of extra stuff. A lot of the stuff I wanted to do, I didn't get a chance to do. Still did some, but yeah, so the errands and stuff that I was supposed to get done on those days didn't get done. And who's shooting me now? Dwarf? Little jerk. 11 XP is not horrible. And as for anything for Black Friday and stuff, I live in Canada, so the celebration of that, or I wouldn't actually call it a celebration with the videos I see of the absolute sheer stupidity of people on Black Friday. I'm glad that I don't have to deal with that here, because I've been to Black Friday things in the States. I did it with my stepdad once. We went to a Walmart when they had the opening at I think we went at midnight type of thing to do it, and it was a shit show. And what in the hell? These guys are like on crack. What is with you guys? Just, whew. Yeah, so I mean, I've witnessed like a very dumbed down version of what Black Friday can be. Usually, most of my friends and myself would just stay clear of shopping on those days. It's just stupid. It's just very stupid. And again, every year you see the same thing of videos of people doing stupid things because they want to save money on something that's already overpriced that they need to have because they're victims of their own stupidity. You don't need anything other than the basics to survive. Other than that, it's just want. And I think that's the problem. We've confused the difference between need and want. I would want a brand new computer. I don't need a new computer. This one's working. There's a difference. I would love to have a new computer. There we go. I won't get into a fist fight with somebody over a computer in an electronics store, because you know what? I don't want to mess with people. I don't see a justified reason for any of that stupidity, but there's a lot of people that do, and I get, money's tight for a lot of people, and they want to do the stuff because they think that they have to do the things to fit in with the Joneses next door, and I just never gave a shit one way or the other. So that's my philosophy on Black Friday. I prefer Cyber Monday anyway, because the deals are still there. Things I care about, the Steam sale, that's still there. That's not going to change. PlayStation had a sale. Got my games on that. That's all good. I don't have to leave the house to get the things I need or want. And if I want a new computer part and stuff, I can order it off Newegg or Amazon. Oh my God, it's so difficult. I don't care. And the thing, online retailers have been fighting for a bigger foothold for years, and they've been maintaining it. So the brick and mortar stores are where the trouble is, as far as I'm concerned. I just don't bother with it. So There, that's my pulpit for the day. Don't care. Screw Black Friday. It can go to hell. You know, I just never get it. Never get it at all. But yeah, so I didn't get anything major. I picked up a couple games for myself. I grabbed God of War for the PlayStation, Detroit, and I got a full year of PlayStation Plus, so that once, if ever, the Red Dead Redemption 2 online update comes out, I'll be ready for it. I'm sure we'll be able to have it. Plus, I've actually been enjoying the games I've been getting from PlayStation on the Plus, so it's like, you know, it's not a horrible selection of games, so I'm not upset by it. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's all good. And then I picked up a couple of odds and ends. Picked up a little bundle of like driving games for myself that I've been wanting. They're older games. They're not great, but they're kind of fun. I need those little random games to play for myself every now and again. And driving games is one of the things I've liked. If you've watched my Horizons or Forza 4 Horizons, is that it? Yeah. That video, you understood why I like my driving games. You know, there's something about them that appeases me. And so it was like $3 or $4 for this bundle pack of like 13 games. I was like, okay, fine. Even if I get like an hour of enjoyment out of a few of them, then it paid for itself. I don't care. And then I picked up For the King, which is a game that Armor Time and War has mentioned to me before that they quite enjoyed. I sat on the fence about it. It was like $23 in Canada for a while, and it's like a turn-based dungeon questing kind of game, and I'm like, not too sure about the $23. But again, the Black Friday sale, I ended up getting it on Fanatical for like $5. Then there's another discount on it, so it was like 5 and change. It came down around $5 or something, and I was like, okay, that I can handle. I'll throw $5 at a game, you know, for War and Armor to goof off. And we played it last night. Like I said, we did 4.5 hours. There will be episodes coming up. I recorded the entire thing. It was fun. I don't at any point expect it to be like a huge thing on the channel. Oh God. There we go. Boom boom. There we go. There. Stupid throat. It was very entertaining. Again, just the game itself is fun. I'm not too sure how fun it would be single player, but with the group of friends, definitely entertaining. And definitely with War and Armor, like those two guys are just a hoot and holler to hang out with. So I enjoyed it. Like the 4.5 hours was gone, and like I knew something, like it had been a while because my throat was getting raw. And then Armor said, yeah, we should probably get going in 4.5 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? That long already? They streamed the whole thing too, so but I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed For the King. So I'm looking forward to getting back together with them again and finishing off the quest we were on. Lightweight, easy to control, a lot of depth once you're in it type of game. And I love those kind of things. And again, you know, something to hang out and goof off with my friends. I'm in. I'm definitely in. But as for the Steam sale itself, I haven't really seen a whole lot that kind of piqued my interest. There's a little bit here and there, a few games, but you know, I get so many games through Humble and stuff nowadays that, you know, spending, you know, $5-10 on a game sometimes, I have to have a good reason for it. And plus, I've got so many games. That's the other part of it. Then, you know, I have the Humble Monthly. I end up getting like 10 games a month out of that or something. And I barely scratch the surface of those games as it is. So I'm like, oh, good Lord. Then with PlayStation Plus, like I got free games coming out my wazoo. So the need, like, and I don't care about like having the most current game. Like Red Dead Redemption was one, sure. I wanted to have that because I wanted to play it. I didn't want it ruined. But for the most part, I'll play a game like a year after it comes out and be happy with it. You know, a good game's a good game. That's why God of War, when it was like $24 Canadian, Detroit, $24 Canadian. I'm like, hard to say no to those. You know, it was like $50 and change for the two of them together. And either one of them, if I go to the store right now, they're $80 in Canada. So it's like, yeah, it's a big deal for me to, you know, to save some money in the games. But I find that those games on PlayStation usually interest me a bit more sometimes. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why console will draw me in more sometimes than the PC versions, but it does. The other thing I think I know what part of it is that I can log into my console in a few seconds. Like PlayStation, turn it on, log into my character, or to my account, and then because I put it on like the rest mode, it's just the game's loaded up there. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to wait for a loading screen. It's just there. And for doing these recordings and stuff, like when I do Red Dead Redemption 2, it's dead simple for me to get in and record the game. And I can say that that is a godsend because of what I do here. I mean, it's like, you know, I have limited time, so sometimes like even loading into Astroneer can take about 3 or 4 minutes. Whereas I can get in my PlayStation and already be recording and be a couple minutes in by the time I'm done opening up Astroneer. So that's kind of, you know, PCs are great. They just don't have that similar feature, which I wish I kind of had. I would like to pause a game sometimes, just be able to do so. And that's the other part of the pause too here on the PC. So if I do save a game and I come back to it, not all the time am I at the exact same point, because sometimes the game saves at a point that's a little bit before. Get on your turtle. So then I will replay some of the mission again. And I've been finding that out with Tomb Raider. I've been recording that as well. So that's coming up after Red Dead Redemption 2 is done. And that, I love the game. Like I'm probably hands down one of my favorite games, not just of the year, but of all times. But views are like in the toilet, which I kind of expected with those games. And so like, do I finish it? And I'm like, do I? And then there's that me is like, well, do you finish it and just put another game up, or do you give up? I'm like, I'm 30 episodes into a game that I'm loving. Why would I want to give up on something that I'm loving? And I'm about probably 60 or 70% through the storyline. So if I just kind of, you know, bust hump and get through it, I can complete the storyline quest. And then after that, all of the hunting and the silliness stuff that I like to do, that is on my own time. I can do that whenever I want. So, and then I can have the Tomb Raider stuff come up afterwards, which is probably what I'll end up doing. So, yeah. And again, I've never run this channel for views at all, ever. And that's why, you know, that question in my head of like, oh, do we stop playing Red Dead Redemption 2 because the views are down? I'm like, why? What good reasoning? At what point ever in your career on YouTube did the views matter so that you would actually stop putting up a video? If that was the case, you wouldn't have put up your second video. So, like, views are not the end-all be-all. You know what is more important to me is the comments and the engagement. And I still get that in Red Dead. I still people that are commenting, leave me tips and tricks and stuff. And for that fact alone, that's not going to go anywhere until I'm done. You know, even if it's one person watching, you know, that's, you know, that I'm doing something right. If I'm entertaining one person with a video, then I've done it right. You know, I don't know if my philosophy is borked and broken. You know, it's like, oh, you're never going to get famous in Rivet. I don't care. I would love it. Sure. I would love to be able to do this as a full-time gig and then not have to worry about, you know, having another job again. That would be wonderful. But if I could still do this and have a full-time job and still enjoy my life and everything, I'm still winning out in the long run. It doesn't matter. You know, that having a full-time YouTube career sounds wonderful and amazing, but then you're also limited to, now I have to do this full-time, and then there's that pressure of maintaining, you know, I've made it, so now what do I do kind of philosophy. And I think that's when the burnout sets in for a lot of people. But I think for me, you know, the maintaining thing that I've done works. I mean, I can stream when I have the time. I will play games when I have the time, and, you know, record what I can when I can. You know, and it's a balance of life and career, you know, and gaming. And this is what I love doing, so I don't see a reason for making changes. We just leveled up twice during this episode already. Good lord. Well, this will be the last cast. Okay, what was that thing? I have no idea. I thought it was a werewolf for a second. I'm like, no, they don't have giant swords. Okay, we'll just wreck things in here. We'll do it. Weird episode again. What am I even on about? I guess, you know, I'm just talking about gaming again because it's my thing. I love games. I love games. Games are my thing. Okay, I'm getting wrecked. Have fun down there, moves. May you not die 1,000 deaths. What the hell's freaking beating the crap out of me? Stupid mage. There we go. Can't shoot at me when you're dead. Dang those things. Water mages, bane of my existence when you're in here. Oh, especially there's 2 or 3, and they just, you can't spot them. They're like on the other side of the map, and they're in the shadows still. Little jerks. Little jerks like this, shooting in. Look, I can't see you, but I'm killing you. But at least with my flame, I can see in a little bit. Pew pew. Okay, well, no pew pews there. Where the hell am I going? This is the weirdest dungeon yet. Okay. Ha! Okay. Hey, I'm looking forward to getting out and getting some groceries today. I haven't had groceries in the house for a week, and I'm starting to run out of food. Not so bad. I mean, it's like I always have extra stuff in the house, but yeah, just a couple of days, and I'm like, oh God, I got, like I last night I didn't really have a whole. I mean, I had food to eat, but I was just like, not wanting to eat what I had, so I actually went out and grabbed something on the way home, which was lovely. Went to a restaurant that's from the Philippines, and the food was delicious. I enjoyed everything about it. It was delicious. I had noodles that I'd never had, like a combination of the thick noodles and rice noodles, like little vermicelli and all kinds of stuff inside. I was like, oh, it's delicious. There was like fish balls and stuff. I'd never had that. I'm like, oh, it was yummy. I enjoyed it. And then I had this pork thing that was like they called it, trying to remember what they called it? Something crazy pork. It was not crackling pork. That's not sizzling pork. I think it's the one they called it. They had another name with it. And I was like, I have no idea what this is. It was like $10. And the lady's like, do you want anything else with that? I'm like, what does it come with? And she goes, it's pork. I'm like, okay. And she's like, noodles? I'm like, noodles sound wonderful. It's like the whole thing cost me like $15. So I was like, okay. For takeout, I'm like, I can handle that. That's still $15. You go to McDonald's or something, you got a Happy Meal. Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, here I am again. So, yeah, it was like a huge 2 containers of food. And I liked it. It was good. The pork was like, there's a bunch of, it's going to be weird to some people, but I enjoy it. There was a lot of the skin with the fat that's done. I've gotten quite used to it within Asian cuisine. That's something, in North America, we kind of shy away. We cut the skin off and we throw it away because fat's bad. And then I've learned that fat ain't bad. Fat's good. If you're into, that kind of food, it's good. It can be good. But yeah. Like, it's just a different texture. And I think that's a lot of it for a lot of people. Is like, texture is a bad thing for some people. I don't mind it. It was, it was juicy and chewy and fun, and the taste was amazing. So, and they had like lemon and lime in it. I just like squeezed that over top, and it was like, oh my god, it's so delicious. Okay, I'm not gonna fall for your shenanigans again. Stupid. I survived. I'm surprised I survived that the first time. Okay, you're dead. You're the one that wrecked me last time, aren't you, you little jerk? Took me long enough to get back in here. Okay. Where the hell am I going? Down we go. Catacomb. This is a very convoluted catacomb. Very dark down here. Listen, you. Dudes. Oh, God. Fire mage. He's dead. Okay, are we all done down here? Everybody's been demised. I prefer when they're all demised. They're all out of my hair. Nothing to worry about. Hello? Anybody? Ha! You never expected me. I did the sneak attack. Anything down here? Just send down the lights. Nothing. So we'll go over here. Oh! We'll just shoot in. I don't think this is a big boss battle. Oh god. Oh, that went well. Oh, he's a warrior. Oh god. There goes my voice, losing it again. Okay, drink your potion, drink your potion, drink your potion. Gotta dodge. Even when you're a badass like me, you gotta learn how to dodge. When you see them doing their lineup, you gotta just dodge out of the way. No! 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 Gotta stop him from drinking his potion. Listen, you. I told you once, no. Didn't listen. 3 levels up. A giant great mace of Gobo? What the hell is a Gobo? Oh, good lord. Look, I have neglected this. This is bad again. I will clean this out afterwards. Not right now. We're good. But anyway, I think this should be a great place to end. I think it was fun. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for there not being a stream. You know, like I said before, streams will be upon if I have the motivation and I have the time. Right now I have neither. I'm just enjoying recording right now. I'm enjoying I'm just enjoying getting back into recording. I think it's very simple. I'm not trying to complicate things. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet of just sitting here and playing my games and just enjoying myself once more. And the other part of it is that, you know, it's all the hassle of setting up a stream and then dealing with the people chatting and stuff. And I love it. I do. I love the interaction, but there's just days that I just need to not do that. And part of it is as well, it's like with my job, is that I am multitasking. I have multiple screens and things going on. So my brain, I tax it quite a bit at work. And so when I get here to do this, it's like the last thing I want to do is to be multitasking. I'd rather drive into my express elevator, come up here, and call it a day. But again, thank you everybody for your continued support here on the channel. Thank you as always for your continued support with Cube World. And I will see you guys Wednesday in our next episode. I may try to stream Wednesday if I have the ability. I have Wednesday off. As far as I know now, I have Wednesday off, so we will see. It's a weird time to do it, 2 o'clock on a Wednesday. Some people are at school, some people are at home. Doesn't matter. We'll see. No promises, no guarantees, but you'll have a video no matter what. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.